So I'm putting on the suspension on the front. So I'm using up the last of my Master Coat permanent rust sealer. Got just a little bit more left inside the satin black. That's what I used to clean it off after I used the wire wheel or the wire brush on it. I'm just doing this arm right here and this one there. I'm gonna make those black. Then I'll finish put everything else on. You got 2 coats on it now. I'm going to put the sway bar and all the other suspension parts on it. Probably make some paint those tomorrow. I have enough paint left over to do the inside of this. They're still wet. It's real thick. It settles pretty good. I used the paintbrush. My compressor still need a pressure valve. So I got the paint dry. I only needed to put 1 coat of this black paint I got from Master Coat. I put it all together. I lost it. I don't know what I did with that nut that goes there. So I'll probably replace all these nuts with the new quarter pins, just to be on the safe side. So which brings me to these shocks. I'm gonna reuse these shocks because they're still good. Maybe at a later date I'll probably do some changes on the suspension, but for now to stay within the budget, I'm going to reuse those. I think the back ones are still good also, because this paint went up, and paint is almost $20 for this VHD copper paint. It's called burnt copper. So I got the 3/16 and the 1/4" brake line. I got the front one from Earl's. This one I got off Amazon from a company called the Stop Shop. So I'm gonna start working on run the brake line, the back brake line, and I'll probably do the front, start with the front. I'm still waiting on the fittings. Try to find stainless steel. No sense using steel with the copper nickel, because this is usually where it gets rusted and breaks when you try to take it off sometimes. So it's coming along. Hopefully I can start it up under the car in a couple of days. Once I'm done with the brakes, I'll start it back under the car. And I can build it right in on the bench. I gotta order the Eaton 2-track poly, 28 spline axles. So I get it, all of this is just hand tight. I didn't tighten it down yet. So I'll start on the brakes now. So I'm putting in a new front brake line by retracing the steps of the old one. In the manner of speaking, I have this the old one laid up top, and I'm tracing it as I go. Take off the clamp it down, and follow the same belt, simulating following the same path, I guess. It doesn't look the same, but I'm bending it all by hand. And at the end, when I get done clamping it in and cutting that last piece over here, I'll go back and make that joint. Finally got the first flare joint done, but I was trying so hard not to forget to put this nut on, and I put it on before I made that bend, and it doesn't come off, and it wouldn't make it around these bends either. So I just left it on there. So I'd have to waste this whole line. I'd have to start over to make it work. Getting ready to do this one next. I have this tool is, I think I got it for like $20 of Amazon. It's because of these threads in here to grip the tubing so it won't slide. It leaves a mark on the tube right there. But the joint looks pretty good. Only it doesn't look like not the same as these ones. Looks like a bubble. But it when I slide it up inside that proportional valve, it looked like it went on pretty good. So I got started on this one. Caught ahead of myself. Forgot to put the fitting on. So we got two on that side and 0 on this side. So I have to cut it off and start over. Got everything squared away now. I'm thinking these control arms, I got them on the wrong side. So I tried to put this on. And it's like real close to the control arm. I'm hoping when I put the engine in and the wheels on it, raise the control arms up. Because I couldn't even get the hose. In there. But I don't want to change it until I test it out first. So I don't want to change them around and that turned out to be the wrong way. Because when I took them off, this is how they were on, and I felt like I was the first. This was the first time it came off. So I'm gonna just do. This didn't look right. So I'm gonna start with the back brakes now. Run it down this way. I think I'm going to flare the end before I put it in this time. I don't like. Yeah, it was kind of. I don't like flaring them while it was bolted in already. Or I can get it cut to where it needs to be, bolt it in and take it off, and then flare it and put it back in. So I got started on the rear brake line. I'm going to, for these bracings that I put in them, I'm going to drill a hole in them so I can use it to clamp down the brake line. I get this nut insert from Amazon. I'm going to use a quarter 21 with my nut insert installed tool. I'm going to put one right here, and one over here somewhere. I just noticed I forgot the driver's side brake line. I'll do that next. Been using these, reusing the clamps, but they had two lines. They had two lines going in them, so I had to put a sharp piece of tubing in there so it can stay tight. And run this one next. Got my first set of holes. I had to put two because I'm using this clamp, and it has like an anchor to keep it from moving. Keep it from moving once after it's been tightened down. Get my nuts here too. I'm just gonna put this in there, pump it up and do the last one there. Then jump on that front brake and call it a day. I think I'm ready to slide it back onto the car tomorrow. Got them both in. Let me tighten that one down. I think I'm gonna change this clamp out. It looks a little rusty. Jump back over here and put that driver's side brake line in. Finally got the passenger brake line in. Put the fuel line in. So I'm getting ready to slide it back under the car. Get my this is black the energy suspension, polyurethane bushings. Trying to get some. I hope this don't be in the way. Plus I have to make that last flare the last joint right there. I'm gonna slide it up underneath.